Valerie. Welcome back to my channel. I've been doing some thrifting lately, and my mother and I went to the Round Top Antique Festival in Round Top, Texas last weekend. So I've gotten inspired by a few of the things I've seen and found there. And I've also gone to the Habitat for Humanity Restore Shop. So I have a few things that I'm anxious to show you and tell you about some of my projects I have coming up. So anyway, let me show you what I found. On a couple of trips that I made to if you're from the Houston area, first of all, you have to go by the Antique Gallery in Spring. Um, it's off of 2920, and I don't even know how large it is, but it's a lot of fun. They've got tons of booths, and I think that's probably one of my future goals. Hopefully, maybe someday I can open up a booth there. But until then, I'm more than happy to go and buy my paint and then look around for treasures. So, on one of my painting stops, I found this. This is autumn tea, I believe. It is autumn tea, jewel tea, something like that. It is a bowl. I think it was like $20. I probably overpaid for it, but to be honest with you, my grandmother left me, well, she left a few ramekins that are in this pattern. And from what I understand, these were things that they were able to use stamps for that they got from either, I think it was either, if you know, let me know. But from what I understand, it was like, um, I don't even know what it's called, like grocery stamps, green stamps, I think. And then you'd fill in a booklet with them, and then you could turn them in for items, whether it be depression glass or because I even got a big punch bowl that my grandmother had given to me um, when she was still alive, and I love it. It's like this orange iridescent color. I don't even know what it is, but we've used it. I love using these items because they just make your table look that much more special. So for fall, for Thanksgivings and things like that, I've been just using transferware that I've collected over the years in the Locks of Scotland pattern. But I think that since my grandmother left me those ramekins, I kind of am drawn to this pattern, and I had seen on Facebook Marketplace this one person was selling a whole setting of them I mean, it was not just one place setting, it was like several pieces, and she was asking $50, and I didn't even jump on it at that time. I should have. I regret it ever since because the next week when I reached out to her again, they were gone. So anyway, when I saw this bowl, I had to have it, and I purchased it. So this is one of my treasures, and it's like second piece in my little collection. So anyway, it's special to me. It reminds me of my grandmother. And the next painting trip, I went through one of my favorite booths and found this little guy for $10. Isn't he cute? I eyed him on the shelf and said, okay, yeah, I have to have him. So he went home with me. I love him. I'm going to put him up in just a minute, and I'll show you where I put him. So I think that's all. Oh, here's my grandmother's ramekin. I have little fall items in it on my table here. But anyway, okay, so that was really all I found at the antique. So I didn't really keep looking because that wasn't what I was there for. I was looking for paint, but I get sidetracked looking around. So I have a couple of projects coming up. I went to the Round Top Antique Festival, and what did I purchase there? I got a lampshade. It was 50% off, and regular $28. I got it for $14, and I'm going to get a light kit, and I'm going to put it in through here. I went to the Habitat for Humanity store and got these shutters for $15. There are two of them, so it's really, for one of them, for one side, I guess $7.50 I would have purchased it for. But so my idea is to use this as a little, what would I call it? Is it a sconce? A light? It's going to be her bedside light. So I'm going to put a bracket here. I have some brackets. And I'm going to put the light kit running behind it through here with an Edison bulb. And yeah, it'll be hanging in the front of it. So that's the plan for her bedside table lamp. I also got another decoupage paper from Recycle Papers. And for her bedroom, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my closet door. At least that's the plan. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's a 2-panel door, so my only concern is how this will lay on that. But I'm going to use a door as her headboard and mount it to the wall with a French cleat. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it out the top of it with a 1x3 that I have left from my board and batten projects, and trim it out with some trim underneath it. And I'm hoping that this will lay nicely on that. If not, I don't think slab doors are that expensive. If not, I think I can probably get one from Habitat for Humanity for a good price. But that would look really good as a headboard. I think it'll look really nice, actually. I'm also going to paint the dresser that she has in there. She has a tall chest dresser, and right now it's like a robin's egg blue, kind of antiqued, and it's a pretty color, but she just wants to change it up a bit. So I have Fusion Mineral Paint and Bayberry that I think is going to look really nice with this. And so, yeah, that's the plan, Stan. I'll show you how it turns out, and, well, I'll just let you see my process when I start working on that. And, yeah, it's going to look really cute. I've done a few things upstairs that I'll show you in a later video, but it's coming along really nicely. Okay, so what else did I purchase? Oh, okay. Purchase that I just love. Okay, so on a couple of videos that I've watched lately, this was an estate sale, an online estate sale purchase. I've watched a few YouTube videos where they're, give house tours and stuff, and there are some women that have these antique radio collections, and I found one on an estate sale. I actually, after watching those videos, I saved one in my Amazon box or shopping cart, and they were asking, I believe it was like $56 for it, and you could connect Bluetooth to it, and it is so cute. Well, I saw this one on the estate sale, and I had to have it. It is right here, so I hope I don't make you dizzy, but look how cute is that? It's so nice. Now, it looks vintage. I'm not sure how vintage it actually is because it has a cassette player, so I don't think it's that vintage. But my idea is, since I don't feel too guilty, it's not exactly old, I think I'm going to try and take the guts out of it. I'm going to unscrew the back, take the stuff out of it, and then stick my Amazon Echo. Oh, she doesn't know that, right? Amazon Echo. Okay, I'm going to stick that inside of it and see if she can hear me. And then just use that in there. That way I don't have so much stuff on here, and then it's still great. It still works. So I'll let you know how that works. So hopefully it works fine. But that's my plan. If not, she fits fine next to it, and it still looks great. So what else? Oh, okay. So in my powder room, I am working on a little update to that. I have a pedestal sink in there, and I have absolutely no storage for tissue paper or soap or anything of that nature. So what I did was I purchased from another auction, must have been a year ago, a dresser, and I'm going to insert a picture of it. The dresser was about $30, and my plan is to use that as my vanity. And every time I go to the Habitat store, I walk through the sinks just to see what they have in stock. And this time I hit the jackpot. I found two vessel sinks, and I only needed one, and they were asking $45 for it. On Amazon is where I've seen the cheapest one, and they were asking, I think it was like $65 for that one, which is, it's exactly the same as this one. So this one's perfect. It's $45. It's never been used. It doesn't have any scratches on it. So all I need to do now is just get the faucet for it. But I found some on Amazon. They run about $45 to $55, which is not bad at all, and they're really nice looking. So I think that's all I have to do. I didn't want to get anything that I have to drop in because I'm not that comfortable with my, I just don't want to destroy that dresser. Even though, I mean, it's only $30, it's still, I don't know. I just don't want to destroy it. And I need the space underneath. I know I'll probably have to do something with the top two drawers, but I don't have to mess with the other ones because I need that storage. So that's my plan. So I think I'm going to replace my sconces in there, but I haven't found what I want yet. I mean, I've seen some. I have them stored on shopping carts in different places, but we'll see. They're pricey. We'll see. Anyway, so that's the plan. I think I might do a board and batten in there again, or beadboard. I just haven't decided yet. And as we get closer, I'm going to sketch it all out so that I can visualize it, and then you can visualize it too. But everything's coming together, so I know it's going to look good because it's just working out that way, and I'm not rushing into it. So that always works better for me anyway. That's it. I have redone my mantle, my faux fireplace mantle here, for the fall. So I'm going to show you a quick picture of that before I change it all out again. But yeah, thanks for seeing all my finds. I will definitely show you the next ones I have. I have a few upcycles that I'm going to do with things that I've found or leftover wood that I have. I've decided I like the items that I make more than the ones that I buy. And so I'm going to do a lot more of that. It makes me feel good. I like my homemade, unique art around here. And I might just sell some I just opened up an Etsy shop. I have my faux fireplace that I'm still trying to work out how I'm going to list it. It's kind of heavy, so, but I'm going to list it anyway. See what happens. But some of my art, like homemade art, I'm going to list on there also. But I'm still working out that. So, yeah. Well, thanks for joining me, and I've had a lot of fun with this channel, and I hope you have too. If you don't mind, share this with anybody you think that might enjoy it also, and I'd love to have you. And leave any comments if you know where I can find a good deal on these dishes. I just love those autumn tea. They're so pretty. I'm kind of cheap, I think. Maybe that's why I like my homemade art. I'm not sure. Honestly, I think it's my grandmother and me. I know that I've taken things from both of my grandmothers. My dad's mom, I have some very vivid memories of her. She was always so welcoming. She had food on the stove when she knew we were visiting. My grandparents lived in San Antonio, and we always lived not in San Antonio. We lived in Houston, and so we would go back and visit them every, I don't know, maybe twice a year, I guess. And so I didn't really grow up that close to them, but I remember things. There's things that stick out in my mind about them. Like my father's mother, she always had chicken and rice. and on the stove for us, and she had pumpkin or sweet potato empanadas, one of the two, in a tub on top of her refrigerator. And she had leche quemada in a jar and underneath the counter. There's these like leche quemada is like a caramel sauce, and they would you would put it on bread, toast, and it was really good. But it's it's not good for the blood sugar now. So anyway, um, she, I remember, smelled like roses to me. I don't know whether it was a perfume she wore or what, but I think that's why now I'm drawn to scents, like rose scents. And so I have, my sister bought me it was, I think it was my birthday, a jar of Joe Malone cologne and bed of roses, I believe it is. And so I love it. It reminds me of my abuelita. And my mom's mother, my grandmother, she would go to Salvation Army, and she thrifted, and she would bring home, I think she was drawn to transfer wear too, because she had tons of like blue willow and just random pieces that she was drawn to and picked them up and had them at home. And I would go and visit and just stare at them because I thought they were so pretty. And then when I started collecting myself, I was telling her about it. And after she passed away, she left me all of her transfer wear. She made sure to tell my cousin that that was for me. And so that just it meant a lot to me that she did that. And so there's other pieces that that we kind of bonded over. Like, I remember she had bought a chair that I have in my bedroom that I chalk painted actually. She bought it at a garage sale for $15. She was so proud of her purchase. But I had mentioned to her, I said, I love your chair. Doesn't look like it would be that difficult to recover and paint. And so she said, you want it? And I said, well, no, I'm not going to take your chair, Grandma. And she made my mother take it the next time that she was visiting. So she gave it to me. There's all these things that remind me of these wonderful women in my life that that make me want to emulate them, I guess. I want to be a strong woman like them and leave memories for my kids and family members and grandchildren. And so I think I kind of do that by making a home really happy that I took these things from these wonderful women in my life. And even my mom, there's special memories that she's given me. And so I'm hoping that I can impart those things on my children and give them fond memories so that they can like create those memories for their children. So anyway, that's enough. I'm going to show you my mantle now. And just thanks for watching. And make sure you subscribe and let me show you all of these finds that I found, all my projects that I work on, and how I'm creating my home and these memories. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.